I think in a sentence, there's not much of a difference between a prostitute and a corporate lawyer. So I'm Dhruv Paul. I'm a corporate lawyer. I work as a senior associate in a corporate law firm. Why I decided to do law was a conscious decision I took around class 11. For the longest time, I wanted to be a pilot, and then I realized maths and physics is not my cup of tea. Everybody knows what M&A, P, these are big words, fancy words. Effectively, what is happening? It is A looking to acquire B. And a lot of different people get involved in this process of A acquiring B. So you have bankers, you have HR folks, you have business guys, you have all sorts of people looking at different aspects of this transaction. As lawyers, we are the implementers. What A and B decide to do, we are the ones who actually put it down in words, look at the regulations, and see how best to structure it within the legal boundaries, and then actually document and implement it. So that it's not just A doesn't buy B just on a handshake. There are many other elements that come into it, and we kind of tie it all together, look at all the different stakeholders, all the different advisors, and tie it all together and actually get the deal done. It is not important to be super intelligent. I think in terms of skill sets, what would help is if you are conscientious, which need not necessarily mean that you're super smart or super intelligent. Uh, Flair for languages does help, because a lot of what you need to do as a lawyer is read documents, interpret documents, and be able to effectively communicate a viewpoint. Now, having gotten into law school, let's say CLAT, you get into a national law school, then it's 5 years of studies, extracurriculars, moot courts, internships, and I would really recommend doing moot courts and internships, because that's the only way you can get some flavor of what it would mean to be a lawyer once you pass out of law school. And after that, at the end of 5 years, you get a license to practice law in India. You could get a job and start practicing law. The typical career of a corporate lawyer would entail passing out of law school. Probably you'll get a job in campus at the end of your law school, and you'll join as an associate or a trainee associate in a law firm, and it'll take you about 4 to 5 years as an associate before you get to the next rung, which is senior associate, which is another career span which is going to last you about 4 to 5 years, which would then ultimately culminate in you becoming a partner in a law firm. It's not just a question that if you've gone through law school, you've decided to be a corporate lawyer, get into a corporate law firm, and that's the end of it. You just go through the years, you go through the ringer, as they say, and you become a partner. You could halfway through that career progression branch out into becoming an in-house lawyer and working for a company. You could equally branch out and become a private practice, be your own boss. The other good aspect about being a lawyer, I think, is if you're passionate about something, law gives you the tools to actually make a difference in that aspect. So let's say if you're passionate about the environment, you could choose a career as an environmental lawyer and make a real difference to something that makes a difference to your life. The defining factor about being lawyers is that you're financially very well rewarded, which in turn allows you to do a lot of things that you aspire to do in life, and that could be a range of things. The other thing is that it allows you to retain a bit of your personality. I think it allows you to retain a bit of who you are, where you grew up, what your interests are, and it all goes into making your personality. Like every coin, there are two sides to it, and for all the good aspects of being a lawyer, there are sacrifices that need to be made. There are certain negatives that need to be weighed. In terms of personality, being a lawyer kind of just it becomes part of who you are. And I mean, I'm talking to my wife, and she says, "Stop lawyering me." It's a time-consuming profession, and when I mean that, I mean it's a long gestation period to become an extremely successful lawyer. During that period, it's a lot of hard work. So you're constantly having to read. The law keeps evolving on a daily basis. So there's a lot of learning. It's not that you can just learn one thing and then apply that throughout your career. There's a lot of real theoretical learning, and then applying it to practical situations, and it's a learning process that even the most senior lawyers who are 80 years old have to do on a weekly basis at least. You need to be aware. So current affairs is extremely important because all of it kind of dovetails together into who you are, and who you are is extremely important in the legal profession. The one factor as a lawyer is that we are a service provider. Someone else is deciding what they want to do, and we are just facilitating those people to do what they want to do. So to a large extent, our calendar and our daily lives are dictated by what other people decide to do. Of course, we're paid well for that. It's a good balance to have something in the long run. If you want to be a successful lawyer, I think it's important to have some other activity that you're very passionate about, which hopefully is quite different from the traditional sense of what it is to be a lawyer. At the end of the day, it's about your skill set, and your college will only make a difference up to a point in time. I'd say if you're someone who's good with the language, who's generally a determined, persevering sort of character, a people's person, not necessarily too hung up on being an engineer or a doctor or on your grades. If you're a person who wants to have a career with stories to tell, then law is something that you can seriously consider.